All right, says I'm live. Okay, got the button. All right. Hello, James. Yeah, I thought gas was supposed to go down, ah, and it hasn't here. I'll get into that in just a second. This is Randy Curvin, and this is Rantin' Randy's Rant from Kirksville, Missouri. All right, I want to thank my brother uh, Michael Johnson for a donation through PayPal. This helps keep things going, getting bare necessities and a few things like that. And very much appreciated from Michael for doing that. All right, let's get down to it. And I'll start out. I'm going to kind of go backwards today. First, I'll start out with Kimberly Guilfoyle appeared before the January 6th committee. I believe she had appeared one other time, was being a real smartass, but she was back today behind closed doors. So we'll have to see how that went. Uh, and locally, I'm going to be starting to gather some information on shortages. And speaking of shortages, let's talk about Governor Greg Abbott of Texas is causing uh, his own inflation on the people of Texas uh, by holding up the border, and they have to go cut through customs and state troopers now. Damn, and I was able to catch a little bit of Beto O'Rourke interviewed by Brian Tyler Cohen and enjoyed that. And he was bringing higher inflation. Uh, and Beto O'Rourke will be out reminding voters of the restrictive voting laws and Abbott's causing inflation for his own state, as well as auto parts and other come in. Produce will sit there and run before it gets across the border. All right, there's Michael. Ah, hello, Carol. Hello, Nancy. All right. Uh, Also, the governor of Texas uh, took some immigrants that came in and he shipped them off to Washington. You lucky Texas taxpayers, you paid for that. You can't make this shit up. Now, as far as the governor's race goes in Georgia, Texas, it is now getting tighter. Abbott at 42%, Beto O'Rourke at 40%. And speaking of which, in the governor's race, Donnie's all out for getting rid of Brian Kemp, and that's going to make things a whole lot better for Stacey Abrams in the governor's race. Let the two of them fight it out in the primary, uh, and they'll draw votes off of each other. So no telling who's going to be end up. Now Donnie picked Purdue because he's all against Kemp. Didn't do what he should have. He wasn't nasty enough. All right, let's see. Like I said, I'm going to kind of go backwards. Monday being the hardest day of the week to do one of these rants. And I'm just looking down where I'm on the air. Uh, and my secure browser is telling me that I'm on the air live right now. Let me get that out of the way. It's on the comments. Exactly, Carol. That's exactly what he's doing. He's trying to make Biden look bad, but he's causing his own inflation in the state of Texas. And you Texas voters, keep that in mind. Is that what you want there? Oh, 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 oh. Before I get off that page, Uh, I wrote it somewhere, but I don't really need a reminder of it. As far as maybe I put it on the last page. No. Uh, what it's about is Donnie's rallies are getting smaller and smaller in comparison with, I believe, in 2020, he campaigned in Selma, North Carolina. He had 15,000 or estimated 15,000 for his latest in North Carolina and Selma, same city. About 1,000 to 2,000 people showed up. So he is dropping in uh, popularity, and no wonder. It's a long playing record. It was all rigged. He's supposed to be president. Yada yada bullshit. So I think what's happening is they're getting tired of his bullshit. Now he's not going to shake off the true MAGA group, but other voters are seeing through what he's doing, that he's about the same as he's always been, even before the election, where his crowd started dropping. They're already dropping, and we're coming up on the midterms. So, possibly he's going to announce later on that he wasn't going to run for president anyway. You can't make this shit up. Uh, let's see what else got. All right, we had 3 mass shootings over the weekend, 2 in South Carolina, uh, and I believe I heard today 2 died in the Airbnb shooting, and they're still looking for the suspect. On the others, I didn't get any word on that today. Uh, let's see. Oh, and the interesting part about the Georgia's governor's race is the Don is finally giving up some $500,000 and putting it on Purdue uh, to fight to eliminate Kemp in that position. And like I said, that's going to make it even better for Stacey Abrams. She can let the 2 of them fight it out, and then she gets to run against whoever won that one. All right, Stephen Miller, the little Nazi, had a heated exchange with at times with the January 6th committee. I can just imagine that. I can't wait till we hear what happened behind closed doors on that one. COVID news. We are in a much better place with new cases and deaths than January 15th of just this year. Grace and I will get a second booster. We're going to be checking on that very soon. Uh, and we found out at our Easter gathering, which is just my 2 brother in laws, myself and Grace, and my mother in law. Uh, they've already gotten their second and uh, third booster. And the pity of the whole thing, it didn't have to be this way. It did not have to be this way. But as long as we've got stubborn people out there, for whatever reason, they don't want to get vaccinated, we're going to have more and more variants. We got to hope those variants aren't deadlier, and they're going to be hard on anybody that's compromised. Grace and I have diabetes. So that's the reason we're going ahead. Anytime I can get a booster, I'm going to have a booster. I've lived this long, 2 years worth of hair, and I'm going to get it, baby. All right, let me read through. And the whole point of it is if we would have had more people get vaccinated, get boosted, or whatever, we have more important things to do than worry about a pandemic, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. In this country, in this world, we're still dealing with COVID, of all things. Listen, some way and somehow we have to come together and solve a lot of problems we have. One of them is there needs to be more love for one another than hating each other by our politics. Damn it. Uh, and just look at mass shootings are speeding up. And what are they going to be hollering? They're going to be hollering, look, they're going to want to take your Second Amendment rights away. Uh huh. What does it take? One every day in every city for people to wake up to the fact there has to be some kind of control over the gun violence that's going on in this country. You don't do it by listening to the NRA selling you more guns. Where are the good guys? They never show up when this shit's going on. Damn it. And where's the right on this subject? Crickets. And what we're going to hear is from the other side, Democrats are coming after your guns. Pittsburgh at a teen party on Sunday, 2 killed. 3, like I said, 3 mass shootings over the weekend. And I want to speak about Chinese lockdown for COVID causing supply chain problems. And then again, go to Abbott helping out with the whole damn thing. Of course, in this country, it was all Joe Biden. That's the reason we have supply chain. No, Greg Abbott's making sure to do that and blame Biden for it. That's what they always do. They blame Democrats for their own damn problems. Shit. All right. And I tell you right now, what Texas needs is Beto O'Rourke. Uh, when I can, I'm going to give some money toward his campaign, and all of us should, because we have to get Abbott out of Texas. Mr. Shut down the grid during winter. Yeah, he was there for that bullshit too. And Beto is closing in on Greg Abbott. And Abbott is playing to the snowflakes. And he will cost Texans in their wallet, baby. Don't believe his bullshit that he is spreading. And not everything about inflation is Joe Biden's fault. Inflation and higher gas prices of consumer goods. We have a pandemic. And why would there be worldwide inflation if it was caused by Joe Biden? It's not. That's just what the Republicans are, that's their latest talking point. They don't have a good one. They never do. They have nothing to run on in the midterms. And I'm not going to be touching on Ukraine today. Russia is doubling down in the south and now hitting very close to Kyiv again. But other than that, I have a question for the other side here in this country. Why is it that 63 Republicans in the House vote against a resolution in support of NATO. And Kevin McCarthy seems to be confused, saying that they all support NATO. No, they don't, buddy. 63 of your people disagree with you. Shit. He's ignoring the uglier members, and I don't even have to name those. We all know what their names are. And nothing but get the attention. I'm a smart ass and I'll say anything I want. And all they're doing, they're furthering uh, every day Russian propaganda. They are the darlings, particularly one pundit, Carlson. He's a favorite. And these others, I guarantee you, there are news clips used out there for the others. And you know who I'm talking about. One laser beam lady. And here's another person to put the blame on, and that's Fox Spews. I blame Rupert Murdoch. He doesn't care how he makes his money or what his people say, and he's just as guilty as somebody like Carlson. He's helping out the Russians. All right, that's about all I've got. All right, and thank you, each and every one of you. I'm looking through the comments. Got a pretty good crowd out there. I know that this is going to get out further. Uh, I've got Blue Dot brothers that are getting this out, and I'm sure some of you Blue Dot sisters are getting the word out. I wish I was a little closer to a solution to this, but I'm working on it. Now I'll just leave it at that. Uh, it's kind of like this. You can't get a new email address unless you have a smartphone. So that's what's going to be worked on. So uh, get the word out for me. I'm still here. Tomorrow I will be on at 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is all time now. I still love that. I'm glad they took the switch away on changing up uh, fall and springtime. It's a lot better. It's easier to get used to. All right. I see. Is there anything else? If you hear anything that sounds rusty, those are his wheels up here turning around. All right. That's it for now. Please go down and like and share. Also, if you like uh, to help us out on saving our democracy, please subscribe and help us out. We have got to make it a blue wave in the midterms. Uh, make sure that this orange asshole does not. I'm hoping that he will probably drop out. His story has been heard over and over again, and people are getting tired of it on that side, on the right. So only the MAGAs are going to really hold on to him. And hopefully he'll see that, he'll drop out. All right. Have a good one. Help me, help us all, and share this shit. I'll see y'all later on this evening. Please come by, make a comment, tell me what you think. All right. Have a good one. Uh, and share this shit. Bye bye. Share this shit, please.